City gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running Rebels of UNLV. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UCLA's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Trying to punch it in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UNLV Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is...
There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire! Grabbed over the middle. It's Gums. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we're even here in the 1st. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch on the left. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Bruins want to move quickly.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time...
Touchdown, UCLA! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Number 3.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off-play action on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bradley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Rebels are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quarterback adapted. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Gums. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Dropping back. It's Calandria. Looking to buy time. Powers through the defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hand off from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a Timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. Scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Dropping back, Itia Maleava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A lot of pressure on the punter, and he did a good job avoiding disaster. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he loses the football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Oh, he got in there and blocked it. Picks it up, he'll try to run it back. Touchdown, UNLV. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You don't see this all the time, but when you do, it is such a momentum swing to block, punt, scoop, and score for a touchdown. What a job by the special teams. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense.
Blocked! The heat got to him. And after the block punt and all that followed, they'll start this drive inside their 30.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The Bruins will line up to punt it away. And the punt is blocked. They'll scoop it up on the move. Touchdown, Rebels! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those lines.
Breaks into the open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's able to pick up a few, and the clock is headed to 0 here in this frame. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Flores. Plows through the defense. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Thomas. Smashes through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Fitted in the window for the score.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, Dave. There he goes! Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels are flying down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free. A little trickeration, looking to throw. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pocket breaking down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got enough for the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Runs through a tackle. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UCLA, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on third and short. He's got it down the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Got a man, it's Flores. He's not gonna get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.